This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Hunter King.
I'm Katie Barnett. It's been nearly 5 years since the deadly April 27th tornado outbreak. Much of Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area was devastated.
Even to this day, the city is picking up the pieces. The University of Alabama's Ashlyn Irons takes us to the Center of Hope, ready to serve the community.
I got my bed and it's good and soft. It's softer than a piece of concrete that I've been sleeping on. A tree limb I've been using for a pillow.
The Tuscaloosa branch of Salvation Army's Center of Hope is now open for business, and Jimmy Graves was the first one to walk through the door.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. You got a great first flight.
Volunteers told us this is a milestone for the city in more than just one way. The previous shelter was wiped out 5 years ago by the April 27th tornado. Ken Swindle, president of the Tuscaloosa Salvation Army Advisory Board, says this reopening is not only helping those down on their luck, but it's also sending a message of hope.
Letting the whole community and all the West Alabama area knowing that Tuscaloosa is building back and we're getting back on track where we were at and even better than what we were in 2011.
The Center for Hope is bigger and better than ever, with increased capacity and a new family wing. The shelter can now house 46 men, 10 women, 8 veterans, and up to 9 in the family unit. Center for Hope also doubles as a storm shelter, and the Salvation Army wants the community to know that they're welcome to come here in any event of severe weather. The facility can withstand up to 500-mile-per-hour winds. Funding for Tuscaloosa's Center of Hope is unique as well, making it one of the only Salvation Army facilities across the country to receive all of its funding from within the city it serves. In Tuscaloosa, I'm Ashlyn Irons.
The official grand opening of the Center of Hope will be April 27th at 4:50 p.m., the time the tornado first hit the city.
New at 5, Alabama is raising tuition again. The Board of Trustees tuition will go up between 1.5% to 3% for its medical, optometry, and dentistry schools. This could affect the amount of students who graduate from the medical school and work across the street at DCH. The new rates will go into effect July 1st. The board will decide rates on undergraduate and graduate in its June meeting. Alabama's Community College Board of Trustees approved a $2 per credit hour increase for two-year colleges for the next school year. That means in-state students will pay $117 per credit hour. Out-of-state will pay $232. The adjustment is expected to raise more than $3 million. The board says that will help offset the increase in operational campus costs. While tuition's going up, college graduates are in for some good news. Employers plan to hire 11% more graduates than 2015. That's according to the NACE 2016 Job Outlook Survey. Of the employers surveyed, 42% characterized the job market this year as very good and excellent. Some employers, however, are still skeptical and are decreasing their hires. Reduced company growth, budgets, and company restructuring and reorganization are some reasons for the decrease.
Right now in Tuscaloosa County, a local nonprofit is serving adults with developmental disabilities. The University of Alabama's Ashley Coulter is in the newsroom. Ashley, the group is now working on a new facility.
Hunter, Eagles Wings is spreading its capacity to make a real difference in the community. In the outskirts of Tuscaloosa County lays the nonprofit organization Eagles Wings.
I saw
the agency provides day rehabilitation services for adults with mild to severe intellectual and physical disabilities. When you walk into their new facility, 28 adults of all ages will instantly greet you and crowd around. Eagles Wings is currently building a village of homes for their individuals, which will provide a safe and secure environment to live.
Right now we have 28 individuals where, there's like hundreds that want in.
The individuals are learning skills that will enable them to live independently for the first time.
A lot of them live in foster homes, group homes, and we want them here. They want to be here all the time.
Operating on a 96-acre property, the intent of the facility is not only to build a new community for its residents, but also a place they can call home. There will be at least 16 group homes. 3 to 4 people will live in each house with the assistance of a 24-hour nurse. Eagles Wings is making a difference in the lives of the members it cares for. while touching the hearts of everyone involved along the way. About how you can help, donate, or work at Eagles Wings, you can visit eagleswingsoftuscaloosa.org. In the newsroom for the University of Alabama, Ashley Coulter.
Right now, it's tax season, and accountants everywhere are going without sleep.
The official tax deadline's already passed, but you can still file just with a penalty. And whether you are doing your own taxes or hiring someone else, Ernst & Young accountant Charlie Irons has a piece of advice.
Everyday people should educate themselves about the basic tax laws, whether it be deductions, credits, just simple things like that. That way, throughout the year, they can keep records that will allow them to get the maximum deductions possible when they file their return.
If you did miss the deadline, there's a lot of advice online. Just head to www.irs.gov. Something else you may want to look into while online, Alabama Star ID. The new program's in its final phase-in and will be fully implemented this year. That means every Alabama license will have a gold star on it. The act was passed in 2005 after 9/11 to establish security standards. To get a Star ID, you need documents providing your identity, date of birth, authorized presence in the U.S., and address. While the act is for safety reasons, some people we spoke to don't support it.
An ID is an ID. You have to go through jump through several hoops, so to speak, to get one. So, that's what your ID is for, is to show who you are. I don't understand what having this extra symbol on your ID could possibly help.
Alabama has more than 1 million residents, and right now only 100,000 have a Star ID, but by October 2020, everyone will be required to have one.
Summertime's just around the corner, the perfect time for dreaming and time with family. And for one local family, they're building a legacy while living their dream. The University of Alabama's Priscilla Estrada is in the newsroom. Priscilla?
Katie, the Garriott family is making a name for themselves in Tuscaloosa and have become quite famous and have no plans of stopping anytime soon.
Fresh, crackling pork skins and over 40 different flavors of kettle corn draw people to this cherry red trailer every day. But a lingering emptiness sits in the air.
Daddy would just sit up on the corner and, it's so funny because he never really realized how much of an impact that he made.
It wouldn't be uncommon to find a man many people referred to as Santa Claus sitting outside the trailer. Bob Garriott passed away January 2015. Born with only one arm, he never let his disability stop him.
It makes me feel good because so many people come and tell us how special Mr. Bob was.
Vernita Garriott, legally blind, started her business nearly 10 years ago, naming her small business after her husband, Bob.
All the time, ladies don't know how to get their husbands to do something. Well, we decided the way you get your husband to do it is that you name it after him. Then he feels like he's part of it, and he does it. So we named it Mr. Bob's Place in honor of him.
While Mr. Bob may be gone, this business is just growing. By May 1st, the business will have their own store.
But looking at what we've done now, I think Dad will be very impressed and very pleased with what we've done. And I'm sure that he's looking down from us and, he's hoping for the best for us.
This family business is opening a concession store right across from Sokol Park.
I enjoy the interaction with the people, and I enjoy, just continuing on the family business that, my mom and daddy both started.
Now, Mr. Bob's Place is located on the corner of Watermelon Road and Union Chapel. The family's new store will feature more than just kettle corn and pork skins. In the newsroom, Priscilla Estrada for the University of Alabama.
Still to come on the news at 10, the results of the New York primary are in. Find out who came on top next.
Plus, the Tuscaloosa community is strapping on their running shoes for a good cause.
Donald Trump wins the New York Republican primary. He won 89 of the state's 95 delegates, getting him closer to the GOP nomination.
Hillary Clinton won the state's Democratic primary. It's a crucial victory that, as Mary Maloney reports, Clinton hopes will stop Bernie Sanders once and for all.
The Empire State Building changing from red, white, and blue to solid red after Donald Trump wins the Empire State's Republican primary.
I have to say to the people that know me the best, the people of New York, when they give us this kind of a vote, and it's just incredible.
Tuesday, crowds flocked to the polls to cast ballots, among them Trump.
Who you voting for?
Easy decision.
Hillary Clinton also voted.
I love New York.
And New York loves Clinton, the Empire State Building turning blue after the frontrunner clinches the New York Democratic primary.
You proved once again there's no place like home. In this campaign, we've won in every region of the country. From the north to the south, to the east, to the west, but this one's personal.
Clinton's rival Bernie Sanders says the race isn't over just yet.
Because when we began this campaign, we were 60 points behind, and in the last couple of weeks, a few national polls have actually had us in the lead.
Ted Cruz is looking toward next week when 5 states in the Northeast will make their picks for president.
The nation is looking to Maryland to decide.
John Kasich's camp is fast-forwarding to July, focusing on the convention.
It's all about accumulating delegates going into the convention because now everybody has figured out that we're actually going to go to a competitive convention, an open convention.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Next on the news at 10.
The Tuscaloosa Parks and Recreation is known for their great qualities in bringing families, friends, and an entire community together. Find out next what Para has in store for the city of Northport.
With the fresh summer air moving in, now's the perfect time to get the family outdoors, and there are plenty of parks in our area to enjoy.
Tonight, the University of Alabama's Maya Johnson shows us what the Northport Parks and Rec Department is working on for the whole community.
Para is one of the largest recreational contributors for Northport, Tuscaloosa, and Tuscaloosa County. Van Graff Park is the city's newest educational nature park. Van Graff will have everything from hiking trails, swings, to boating docks.
We have some camping sites. We have a couple of docks. This is a park that has a lot of natural water features in it.
Becky also talks about another more historical feature of the park.
The historic bridge part is there is a bridge. It's a metal bridge that's actually used to span the Black Warrior River that is on site there. We're working to get some water running under the bridge.
Para is working hard to confirm an opening date. However, in the meantime, Northport resident Alea Lewis says she's excited about the new hiking trails and the peaceful sceneries.
I am so excited about this park. I feel like this is going to be such a good thing for the community. I love to walk trails, and then this will be a nice place for me to read my books in peace. It's beautiful, beautiful scenery.
So get your hiking boots ready because Para looks forward to announcing the official opening date sometime this year. For the University of Alabama, I'm Maya Johnson reporting.
For more information about Van Graff and other recreational facilities through Tuscaloosa Parks and Rec, contact Becky Booker at bbooker@tcpara.com.
Get set!
Runners get up Saturday morning for the annual Tuscaloosa Half Marathon and 5K run. They pump the pavement around the amphitheater for a good cause. The run will benefit organizations such as Callie's Place, Read Bama Read, Boys and Girls Club of West Alabama, Arts and Autism, and the Kiwanis Club. One runner even offered a piece of advice to others who are just getting into the sport.
Get up and do what you can do the first day and try to do a little bit more the next day.
Congratulations to the 5K winners Connor Salisbury and Olivia Mann, and half marathon winners Brandon Deaton and Fontaine Haskell. Severe storms are putting millions of Americans at risk today. Already, flooding has triggered emergencies and rescues in Texas, and now reports of funnel clouds touching down. The storm struck down this row of power lines, wiped out these fences, and south of Dallas, the relentless rain and lightning strikes are believed to have sparked this oil tank fire.
Sports teams use all kinds of logos, themes, and mottos as motivating tools. Up next, find out how one University of Alabama coach is not only using them for motivation, but to instill ideals in his players. Sports tonight, the University of Alabama softball team got a series win against Texas A&M in College Station over the weekend.
The nationally ranked number 8 Crimson Tide has a record of 38-8 and recently won their 1,000th game in program history. With upcoming SEC competition, the Tide will finish up regular season and head into SEC tournament play.
No matter the coaches look for something special that will motivate and resonate with their teams. I found out that the University of Alabama softball team believes they found one wearable item that captures the heart of the team.
Coach Murphy wants us to be successful people after we graduate, not just, in our 4 years here.
Since Patrick Murphy arrived at the capstone in 1996, he's pushed more than just success on the diamond. He also wants his players to be leaders in the field of life.
We've had Finish It, we've had Fearless, we've had Grit, we've had Mudita, and this year it's called The Pack.
Starting in 2012, the theme Finish It was popular among the players. Former Tide catcher Jordan Patterson created the first set of wristbands featuring the phrase. Coach Murphy believes the motivating reminders help lead the Tide to its first national championship.
One of the girls had let the cameraman from ESPN borrow the little bracelet, and he put it on top of the dugout, and he had focused in on the finish it, and then focused on Jackie, and then the next pitch was strike 3, looking to win the national championship.
Called strike 3! Alabama wears a crown of crimson with their first national championship.
The theme for this year's bracelet is the pack. Coaches describe this year's team as a wolf pack, saying each player knows and appreciates her role offensively and defensively.
Senior Haley McClenny thinks this year's wristbands characterize the team's history together.
We were forced to come together as a family, and that's what a pack is. That's what a pack mentality is you're resilient, you fight for each other because your family is who's surrounding you.
It's obvious the wristbands mean a lot to the coaches, players, and the program. The team is hoping that the pack will bring the same luck this season that Finish It did in 2012.
The Crimson Tide took 2 out of 3 from Texas A&M in College Station and host the Kentucky Wildcats this weekend at Rhodes Stadium.
It was an exciting weekend for the University of Alabama baseball team. The Crimson Tide took on nationally ranked number 11 Ole Miss. After losing Game 1, they turned things around to win the series, making their record 22-14. The Tide received votes to be in the NCAA D1 rankings and has a month to prepare for SEC tournament play. This weekend they will travel to College Station to face Texas A&M. We've got a final check on your weather after this quick break. One last check on your sports tonight. Alabama's softball team plays Kentucky this weekend. They've got a game each night through Sunday. You can catch them play right here in Tuscaloosa at Rhodes Stadium.
And the weather should be pretty great for all the games. The rain's moved out of there, and the sunshine expecting to stick around. We'll see highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s with lows near the 60-degree mark. For the University of Alabama, I'm Hunter King.
And I'm Katie Barnett. Have a great night.